We have not discussed it now. It's not in your notes. So I'm just asking if you have an idea of what that means. So, photo simply means lights. Photo simply means what? Lights. And synthesis simply means, and they say something, when you say synthesis, what does it mean? It simply means manufacture. Shall I come again? Synthesis means manufacture. There, have you click on the link now? Okay. So it simply means manufacture. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if you put those two words together, what do we have? We are going to be having for a light, through light, we are manufacturing. Dara, yes? But I'm on already. Why are you getting? Okay, access from your parents. Yeah, try. Can I, Koran? That means, but I'm on already. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. I'm on. I'm supposed to be the one that will be requesting that, but I don't know. Maybe because of your setting or your parents' approval. Let me just move. Ah, all right. Let me just move on. So, do you understand the fact that the word photo means light, and the word synthesis means what? Somebody help me there. I said synthesis means what? Manufacture. So when we put those words together, everything you want to know in life, especially biology, always know it literally. Don't just, okay, for this is a way of measuring food. What about if you are not discussing biology? How do we use those words? Don't forget that we can use the word photo in photography. We can use the word synthesis also. Have you done a topic called drug? There are two types of drug. There's what we call synthetic drug and natural, good, and natural occurring drug. Synthetic drug and natural occurring drug. So what does that mean? There are two types of drug. That natural drug is from the nature, while the synthetic drug is drug that are manufactured through what? Maybe chemical and all of that. So what are we saying? We are saying that the word synthetic, that is adjective, is the same word that we have the noun as synthesis. So if anybody asks you what synthesis is, you are not going to be giving the person the definition from what you have crammed. Are you with me? You are not going to be giving the person definition from, you know, the knowledge or the way your teacher said it. You're going to be giving the person definition from you knowing what the word photo and synthesis mean. So when I ask you what the photosynthesis is, you are going to tell, even if you have not read it for like 8 years, because you know the word photo means like the word synthesis means manufacturing, you'll be able to define your photosynthesis as a process by which plants manufacture their food through sunlight. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants manufacture their food through what? Sunlight. So what does that mean to you? Without photosynthesis, none of us will be here. When we are giving regard to things, we should be giving regard to photosynthesis. We should be saluting that process. That process is one of those things that majorly bring food to our table. Apart from bringing food to our table, it's even one of those things that is helping us to, should I say, breathe. So what can we do without photosynthesis? So let me show you, I'll be showing you a clip. We'll be watching a clip discussing photosynthesis. Yeah, so 1 minute. So can I move on now? I don't know. We are unable to click on that. Like, let me just end it. Were you able to click on the live? Again, let me. You have 20. Okay, both of you have 24 hours, right? Is that what you are saying? If you joined, no, you're not supposed to start a live. This one I sent to you, you're supposed to join. Oh, I mean, I sent you the wrong thing. Can you imagine? I was wondering when you said you will not be able to join unless I'm coming 1 minute. Because I wanted to share my screen there now. And I noticed it will be useless if you have not joined. Have you seen it now? Click on it, let's see the difference. Let me also play. It's working now, right? Okay. So now I can share my screen. Okay. Ah, Photosynthesis.
Okay, let's dive right in. Really deep breath right now. Go on, fill up your lungs. Do you actually know who you should be thanking for that oxygen? Or, who you should thank for the food on your dinner plate? It's super easy to take for.
That was the point I was making. That we should even be thanking the plant for oxygen. I don't know if you have experienced a stuffy place before. You know that it's not by just having the fan blowing and no. We need a plant even for that oxygen, apart from food.
Every single time you inhale and every
Are
time
you
you grab
seeing
a
my
snack,
screen?
you owe a massive debt of gratitude to a plant.
Yes,
There's
I
a
can
great
see
quote
it.
from the BBC bite-sized science resource that puts it perfectly.
Sorry.
Almost all life on Earth depends upon this process. Whether you're eating some fries, biting into an apple, or literally just breathing, a plant made it possible through photosynthesis. Animals, including us, have to constantly hunt down our food. But green plants and algae, they just use light energy to whip up their own. No grocery store required. And this brilliantly illustrates nature's ultimate recipe card. To bake up some food, a plant basically just needs three inputs: sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the ground. That's the whole shebang. Through a series of rapid fire chemical reactions, the plant takes those basic ingredients and transforms them into two outputs: glucose, which is a simple sugar, and oxygen. So carbon dioxide, water, and light go in, glucose and oxygen come out. But where exactly is this botanical kitchen actually located? Well, to find it, we've got to zoom way, way in, past the stem, into the leaf, and right down into the individual plant cells. Inside these cells, you'll find these tiny, specialized structures called chloroplasts. This little organelle is where all the magic, glucose and oxygen, come out. But where exactly is this botanical kitchen actually located? Well, to find it, we've got to zoom way, way in, past the stem, into the leaf, and right down into the individual plant cells. Inside these cells, you'll find these tiny, specialized structures called chloroplasts. This little organelle is where all the magic happens. Without chloroplasts, there's absolutely no photosynthesis. Now, if the chloroplast is the kitchen, then chlorophyll is the head chef. Or actually, scratch that, it's more like the solar panel powering the stove. Chlorophyll is a green pigment packed inside the chloroplasts, specifically into these little stacks of membranes called thylakoids. And what's absolutely amazing here is that chlorophyll acts like an energy sponge. It absorbs blue and red light from the sun to use as energy, but it actually bounces back or reflects green light. And that right there is the exact reason why plants look green to us. It's crazy when you look at how perfectly a leaf is architected for this. Because it's so thin, carbon dioxide has a super short distance to travel to get inside. Leaves also have this massive surface area, acting like light catchers. Underneath, there are these tiny doorways called stoma that let the carbon dioxide in and the oxygen out. And they're guarded by cellular bouncers called guard cells that actually close up shop when it's hot or windy so the plant doesn't lose too much water. Meanwhile, right at the top, palisade cells act like tall boxes packed completely full of chlorophyll to catch every possible ray of sun. Step 1. Catching light. So this first phase happens right inside those thylakoid membranes we just talked about. It all starts when light, which travels as both a wave and a tiny massless particle called a photon, hits the leaf. That single photon acts like a power switch. Its energy excites a chlorophyll molecule and triggers a chain reaction that literally splits a water molecule right in half. When that happens, an oxygen atom breaks off, instantly bonds with another one, and creates O2. That's the oxygen gas the plant then releases into the air. So the crucial point here is that step 1 doesn't actually make any sugar at all. Instead, it's all about supplying energy. The energy from that split water molecule is used to create two really important chemical compounds, ATP and NADPH. You can just think of these as tiny, fully charged cellular batteries. They store up that solar energy so it can be used in the very next step. Step 2, making sugar. This part happens in the stroma, which is the fluid-filled space
I
just
think your
outside those
screen is
membranes.
kind of like
It's often called the
frozen
dark
on.
reaction because it doesn't
It's not
actually
moving.
need.
Again,
I don't know. Your screen is kind of frozen on the live. It's not like moving. It's not.
Direct
it's not
sunlight
playing.
anymore. Just those newly charged batteries we just made.
It's sounding.
The
but it's
sugar-making
not
process
playing.
is called the Calvin cycle.
Like,
It has
it's not.
4 main steps. First up, carbon fixation. The plant grabs carbon dioxide from the air and uses
No,
an
we do.
incredibly abundant
I think I
enzyme
have
called
to. Let me.
Nabisco, the ultimate chef,
I'm
to
coming.
lock
Let me
it down.
restart.
Second is reduction. This is where our charged batteries step in to energize and transform these molecules into small sugars. Third, the plant forms the actual carbohydrates, dropping out the sweet, finished glucose, where the leftover molecules basically sweep up and reset the kitchen to start the whole cycle over again for the next batch. The plant can then use that glucose right away for energy, or link it together in.
I want to reshare and see. But so far, so good. We have learned something. And one of those things is that what and what? Dara, what have you learned so far from what you have heard?
Down.
Welcome to
Sleeping?
the Explainer. Today we're jumping straight into the absolute greatest culinary trick on earth. It's
What
a
have you
process
learned
so
so far?
fundamental, yet
So I learned that chlorophyll absorbs blue and red light from the sun's energy.
Come again.
I learned that chlorophyll absorbs blue and red light from the sun's energy. And the definitions of chloroplast and chlorophyll.
Okay. Love that. Let me join your class from here too. There, Zoe, you can mute yourself back. Zoe, what have you learned so far? We are waiting for you, Zoe. Zoe, what have you learned so far? What have you learned?
My charger is like not working. I need to fix it.
You can't fix a charger.
My battery is low. It's on
Okay.
29%.
So we join us back, right?
I don't know if
Mute yourself, please.
honestly so incredibly complex that it literally sustains our entire world. We're going to break down photosynthesis into super easy terms so you can see exactly how plants pull off this daily miracle. Okay, let's dive right into this. Take a really deep breath right now. Go on, fill up your lungs. Do you actually know who you should be thanking for that oxygen? Or, who you should thank for the food on your dinner plate? It's super easy to take for granted, but every single time you inhale and every time you grab a snack, you owe a massive debt of gratitude to a plant. There's a great quote from the BBC bite-sized science resource that puts it perfectly. Almost all life on Earth depends upon this process. Whether you're eating some fries, biting into an apple, or literally just breathing, a plant made it possible through photosynthesis. Animals, including us, have to constantly hunt down our food, but green plants and algae, they just use light energy to whip up their own. No grocery store required. And this brilliantly illustrates nature's ultimate recipe card. To bake up some food, a plant basically just needs three inputs: sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the ground. That's the whole shebang. Through a series of rapid-fire chemical reactions, the plant takes those basic ingredients and transforms them into two outputs: glucose, which is a simple sugar, and oxygen. So carbon dioxide, water, and light go in, glucose and oxygen come out. But where exactly is this botanical kitchen actually located? Well, to find
Dara, is it working over there? Dara,
it, we've got to
Yes.
zoom way.
I said, is it working perfectly there?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
in, past the stem, into the leaf, and right down into the individual plant cells. Inside these cells, you'll find these tiny, specialized structures called chloroplasts. This little organelle is where all the magic happens. Without chloroplasts, there's absolutely no photosynthesis. Now, if the chloroplast is the kitchen, then chlorophyll is the head chef. Or actually, scratch that, it's more like the solar panel powering the stove. Chlorophyll is a green pigment packed inside the chloroplasts, specifically into these little stacks of membranes called thylakoids. And what's absolutely amazing here is that chlorophyll acts like an energy sponge. It absorbs blue and red light from the sun to use as energy, but it actually bounces back or reflects green light. And that right there is the exact reason why plants look green to us. It's crazy when you look at how perfectly a leaf is architected for this. Because it's so thin, carbon dioxide has a super short distance to travel to get inside. Leaves also have this massive. Underneath, there are these tiny doorways called stoma that let the carbon dioxide in and the oxygen out. And they're guarded by cellular bouncers called guard cells that actually close up shop when it's hot or windy so the plant doesn't lose too much water. Meanwhile, right at the top, palisade cells act like tall boxes packed completely full of chlorophyll to catch every possible ray of sun. Step 1. Catching light. So this first phase happens right inside those thylakoid membranes we just talked about. It all starts when light, which travels as both a wave and a tiny massless particle called a photon, hits the leaf. That single photon acts like a power switch. Its energy excites a chlorophyll molecule and triggers a chain reaction that literally splits a water molecule right in half. When that happens, an oxygen atom breaks off, instantly bonds with another one, and creates O2. That's the oxygen gas the plant then releases into the air. So the crucial point here is that step 1 doesn't actually make any sugar at all. Instead, it's all energy. The energy from that split water molecule is used to create two really important chemical compounds, ATP and NADPH. You can just think of these as tiny, fully charged cellular batteries. They store up that solar energy so it can be used in the very next step. Step 2, making sugar. This part happens in the stroma, which is the fluid-filled space just outside those membranes. It's often called the dark reaction because it doesn't actually need direct sunlight anymore, just those newly charged batteries we just made. This sugar-making process is called the Calvin cycle. It has 4 main steps. First up, carbon fixation. The plant grabs carbon dioxide from the air and uses an incredibly abundant enzyme called rubisco, the ultimate chef, to lock it down. Second is reduction. This is where our charged batteries step in to energize and transform these molecules, dropping out the sweet, finished glucose. And finally, regeneration, where the leftover molecules basically sweep up and reset the kitchen to start the whole cycle over again for the next batch. The plant can then use that glucose right away for energy, or link it together into larger starch molecules to store for winter. But, this brings up a really great question. This is all microscopic, invisible chemical cooking. So how do we actually know plants are making and storing this sugar right in front of us? Well, the answer is a brilliant little detective experiment called the starch test. You start by hiding a plant in the dark for a couple of days to make it use up its starch reserves. You're basically de-starching it. Then you put it back in bright light for a few hours so it starts photosynthesizing again. Next, you take a leaf, boil it in water to freeze all the chemical reactions, and then boil it and strip away the green chlorophyll. Finally, you lay that pale leaf on a tile and add a few drops. Boom! You have absolute visible proof that the plant successfully baked up fresh glucose and stored it as starch. Section 3, why plants keep us alive. Now that we've looked at the microscopic details, let's zoom out. Why does this matter to us? Well, plants sit at the very foundation of almost all food chains. By storing solar energy as glucose and starch, They provide the biological fuel for herbivores, which then provide fuel for carnivores. But what's really interesting about this comparison right here is how it reveals the elegant design of life on Earth. Look at photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide plus water plus light gives glucose and oxygen. Now look at aerobic respiration, which is how our animal cells unlock energy from food. Glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. They are exact opposites. Plants literally use the carbon dioxide we breathe out, and we use the oxygen they release. To really put the scale of this into perspective, just think about the number 21. 21% of Earth's entire atmosphere is made up of oxygen, and every single molecule of that oxygen is supplied as a byproduct of this incredible microscopic plant machinery splitting water molecules in the sunlight. That's just wild to think about. Which leaves us with a pretty profound thought to end on today. We exist in this perfectly balanced, incredibly delicate cycle. We consume exactly what plants produce, and they consume exactly what we breathe out. It's the ultimate partnership. But knowing just how deeply intertwined our survival is with the health of global plant life, what happens to us if we break that perfect cycle? It's a question that definitely makes you look at every green leaf just a little bit differently. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep asking questions about the amazing world around us.
Okay. Dara, are you there? Do you have any question? Ask your question. I'm waiting.
So basically, there's like this. So for the step 2, which is the sugar, making sugar, and it says ATP and NADPH. What's that stand for?
It says what? I didn't get that.
That reduction. It says ATP and NADPH.
Atmospheric temperature. A is atmosphere. Atmospheric temperature and pressure. You'll be seeing that in chemistry. There'll be when you are stating Box's law, you will see STP, standard temperature and pressure. STP, ATP.
So what's the
Wait, why am I hearing into? Where I'm coming?
what's the other one then?
What is the
What's that?
N in the video, right? I would get it.
Cycle.
I'm coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
this place, right? Okay. This part,
Yeah.
this scroll pass now.
Yeah.
I should continue moving.
No, wait.
Wait,
I mean, like,
let me start from here.
Is this botanical kitchen actually
no,
located?
you have to
Well, to
keep
find
going.
it, we've got to
Okay.
zoom way in called cheers. Underneath, there's light, which travels as bed. It's all about the batteries we just made. This sugar-making process is called the Calvin cycle.
Yeah, I know.
It has
But, yeah.
Now,
Keep
this
going.
is talking. I should keep going. I'm coming.
No, you know the second one, reduction.
Okay.
No, okay, stay there. That's what I'm asking.
The second one, what? Come again,
The
Dara.
NADPH. What?
Okay, and
You know the NADPH?
I can see it. Yes.
What
Does it stand for? This one is not working again.
Yeah.
1 minute, Dara. I want to join back here.
Yeah, what does that stand for?
Okay. Any other question from you?
Okay.
Any question from you, Zoe? Zoe?
No,
Okay.
no.
No comment. Okay. I have in my head now. So according to what Dara is asking based on formation, the circle. It's not showing here. So, but straightforward to our question, at first she asked about the NTP and the NADPH. It simply means, I think I have to type it. It means nicotinamide and the dinucleotide phosphate is a reduced form. It is an important coenzymes. You know, have you done enzymes before in biology? Enzymes. Hello? Have you heard of enzymes before?
Yeah,
Okay.
enzymes.
Okay. Such as we'll have ritalin, even in our speak, there's an enzymes that helps in digestion and all of that. So, Jesus, who is that?
No,
Is she okay?
no, sorry, that was me. I coughed.
Please mute yourselves. Is there any problem? The cough is more like a signal, not original.
This is nothing. How are we signaling?
Because a cough seems like a signal or a mockery, not like a biological cough. Can you continue?
Yes.
Okay. So the function of this NADPH is to provide rather reducing power for biosynthetic reactions. Hello? Is to produce what? A reducing power for biosynthetic. Anywhere they put biosynthetic, you know, it has to do with our bowel system. That has to do with your biological system. Biosynthetic reactions. So if I'm saying biosynthetic, I'm saying that that thing is organic. You know, anything synthetic can be gotten from a chemical, can be made from a chemical or whatever. So if something is biosynthetic, it has to is gotten from an organ. There's a life that's attached to it, either from plants or from animal. Are you there? So majorly is to synthesize or manufacture fatty acid. Have you heard of fatty acid before, or have you heard of fatty acid before?
Yes.
Okay. When your protein
I have. I don't
digests,
know what that is.
okay, let me explain. When your protein digests, the simplest unit you have is amino acid. But when your fat and oil digest, the simplest form that they digest to is the one we call fatty acid. Fatty acid. So they play vital. This we are talking about NADPH. It plays a vital role in photosynthesis, where it is produced during the light-dependent reaction, and it is used in this circle, as you are saying, to convert carbon dioxide, to glucose. Majorly, let me stop it there. Converting carbon dioxide to glucose, that's the major work. Are we clear? Dara. If you are clear, So what was the signal about before?
There was no signal.
Okay, the kind of call. Did I mispronounce something?
No,
Hmm.
it was
No,
because
because
signal. It was because she has asked the questions, give her an answer. She has a cold. That's why she's wearing a massive hoodie.
oh,
I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Epale.
Uncle,
Yeah.
how many days do we have lesson? That's what she was trying to ask me. So I was coughing and I said 2. I was like,
It's just
2.
2 days.
That's what I said.
Okay, are you afraid you're
Oh,
gonna have
okay.
lesson tomorrow?
Yeah, because of the checkup lesson that we did last week.
Last week it was just a feedback. Today now, based on our assignment, it's possible we have a feedback. Do you understand? It's like it's not less. It wasn't lesson. It's just like Dara come up on board.
Ah,
Mute yourself so that whatever you want to do, we are not involved. Dara has not yet muted.
that was a real sneeze. That was a real sneeze.
Sorry, Dara, blessing. Just mute so that you will not be. Okay, we have 4 minutes on this, and all we're trying to explain here is plant and we started with importance of around us to the essence of life. Enable this oxygen to be more released. So people are not depending on AC, depending on things that will not actually make sick. Okay, 1 minute. No wonder. Let's move on. So
Uncle,
before we end the lesson, yes.
how's the heat?
Again,
How's the heat?
it. I didn't get what you said. I didn't get what you
How's
said.
the heat? How's the heat in Nigeria?
There is no heat in Nigeria now. It's rainy season.
Harmattan.
It's not even Hamatan, it's raining season. Hamatan is around December, January. This is raining season for us, and even where I am now, I don't on any fan. Throughout the night, I don't on any fan because I don't need it.
It's so hot in the UK.
Oh God, sorry about that. So why is so you wearing what is wearing? What she's wearing?
The house is very cold. No, my house isn't cold. I don't wear short sleeves. I promise you, anytime I go to your house, it's always cold. I always have to use a blanket.
Okay, moving on. You guys are not allowed us to end the lesson on time if you are discussing coldness and hotness here. So, what is the degree of coldness and hotness? Who can tell me that? What can we say about what is it that we can say defines the degree of hotness or coldness of a body? Talking again.
I'm not searching up. Has it got to be like above room temperature or something like that?
The word is temperature. Temperature is what measures degree of hotness.
Hello and welcome to Tutoring
coldness of a
Hour.
body.
In this video,
So I set for quiz, and I don't think.
Oh, quiz.
Yeah. So I don't think the time will permit us. So if anything happens, you click on the second one. Is that clear? If anything, maybe if you are shut out, just click on the second one. I hope I'm clear on that. Nobody's answering me. That means I'm not clear. Okay, good. If you're not on YouTube, you can see the quiz.
Yes, now.
Yes. It's a video. As I play, you pick your answer, I tell you the correct answer, and we move on like that.
It's
Are we there now? You should see a low tutoring R if you are there.
I see. Yes, I see.
Seen it. Eh. At times you should be speaking the correct. Just recent.
So
Okay.
you have clues. Oh, I see. Yeah,
Can you see it now? Can you see?
yeah.
So can I start?
Your knowledge with a quiz on photosynthesis, the magical process in plants that earns them the title of producers. Let's get started. What is the process by which plants make their food? A. Photosynthesis. B. Respiration. Or C. Osmosis.
Who's answering that? Let's start with Zoe. What's your answer? Zoe,
What did you say? Oh, my answer.
what's your answer?
I can't hear anything.
How come?
Like,
Dara, can you hear?
is it yeah.
So what's the answer, Dara?
What is the process?
What is the process by which plant makes their food? That's the question.
Photosynthesis.
Correct. Let's see.
The correct answer is photosynthesis. During
Give it to her, give it to her,
photosynthesis,
give it to her,
plants
give
make
it to
their
her,
food
give it to her,
using
give it to
sunlight,
her.
water, and carbon dioxide.
Next question.
Where does photosynthesis
Yeah.
mainly occur in a plant? A. Roots.
Roots,
B.
Leaves.
Leaves. C.
flower. Yeah. Zoe, you are the next now. You can see the screen if you cannot hear.
I'm not the next person. It's Dara, because I just answered the one about photosynthesis.
No, it was Dara that answered the photosynthesis.
No, it was me.
Ah,
Oh.
I thought I was saying Dara. Can you imagine? Dara, your question now.
Yeah. Is it roots?
Flowers. The correct answer is leaves.
Is that clear? That's what contains the chlorophyll too. The
Leaves
chlorophyll.
contain special cells and pigments that help the plant capture sunlight. Photosynthesis can also happen in the other green parts of the plant to a lesser extent. What gas do plants take in from the air during photosynthesis? A. Oxygen. B. Carbon dioxide. Or C. Hydrogen. The correct answer is
Carbon
dioxide. Plants use carbon dioxide from the air to produce energy during photosynthesis. Which energy is captured in photosynthesis? A.
Light energy,
B.
chemical energy. Zoe, what's your answer? Is Zoe not there?
Light energy. Light energy.
C. Nuclear energy.
Huh?
You have not given the answer yet.
The correct answer is light energy. Plants capture
Give it
light
to her, give
energy
it to her,
from the
give it to
sun
her, give it
and
to her.
convert it into chemical energy during photosynthesis. The plant cell is primarily responsible for photosynthesis.
This is
A,
talking about
vacuole.
cell, right?
B. Ribosome.
Ribosome is
Or
in the cell,
C.
chloroplast. What's your final answer? Vacuole, ribosome, or chloroplast?
Is it?
I don't like the way you give your answer. Like, is it? Tell me your answer.
Is it?
It's still saying, is it?
Chloroplast?
You should be
Chloroplast.
correct. Finally,
The correct answer is Chloroplast. Chloroplasts contain a green
Roundabout.
pigment,
Give it to
making
him. Give
them the
it to her.
sites
Give
for
it to her. Give it to her.
photosynthesis.
Give it to her. Give it to her.
What is the green pigment responsible for capturing light energy in photosynthesis? A. Chlorophyll. B.
Oh, we have
Hemoglobin.
to go now.
Or C.
Okay. So you click on the second one. Zoe, have you found, have you found the link again, or I have to post it again? Oh, good. I mean the link to the video that the YouTube I'm saying. So, find it there. Let me know when we can proceed. Note yourself, please. Thank you. So, are we on the screen now? The next question says,
Melanin,
any person answering it? I think the next person now is it Dara or Zoe?
Zoe.
Zoe, so what's the answer? The green pigment.
Chlorophyll.
Yeah, correct. Correct. Roundabout. Dara, give it to her, give it to her, give it to her like you always do. Good one.
the correct answer is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy, primarily from the sun, which is crucial for photosynthesis. Where does the exchange of gases happen in a plant during photosynthesis? A. Lysosome. B. Or C. Stomata.
Who is answering this? Dara.
Is it?
No, I don't like the is it. Give me your answer, your own answer, a short answer with all boldness.
Chlorophyll.
There's no chlorophyll on the board though.
Chlorophyll.
Is there chlorophyll on the board or your screen is not showing the right thing?
Wait, no. Yeah, it's not showing the right thing for me. Wait.
Is that network?
The correct answer is stomata. Stomata are tiny openings on the leaves.
What you're supposed to see
As happen in a plant during photosynthesis. B. Flowers. Oxygen. Stomata.
does exchange of gases. That means the network is backward, kind of. Or maybe let me check my network. Is the strength okay? Anyway, so I think your network, my network, gonna be the what? The question is saying, what does the exchange of gases? Where does it happen in plants? So it happens.
Stomata.
I think you can hear the voice. You can hear the sound, right? So let's use
The
the
correct
sound
answer
in case
is
we are having issue.
stomata. Stomata are tiny openings on the leaves that allow for the exchange of gases, including the intake of carbon dioxide and the release of oxygen. What part of the plant absorbs water from the soil? A. Leaves. B. Flowers. Or C. Root.
Do you hear this one is saying?
Leaves. Leaves.
Good one, Zoe.
The correct answer is roots. Roots take up water and nutrients from the soil, which are essential for photosynthesis. What do
Roots,
plants
yes,
make
that's
during
the one.
photosynthesis that they use for energy?
Okay, what?
A. Carbon
It's my
dioxide.
turn.
B.
I
Water.
can't see it because
Or-
it keeps lagging. Oh, never mind.
You're supposed to be using your voice. What do plants make during photosynthesis that they use for energy? That's the question. A. Carbon dioxide. B. Water. And C. Glucose. That's the question.
Pardon?
You're supposed to focus on the audio. Can you imagine? I'm still repeating it.
It's Zoe's turn.
What do
Answers.
plants make during?
Uncle, Uncle, I just answered. That wasn't Zoe. I said
It's my turn.
it's Zoe's turn.
Okay, Zoe, rather. Zoe.
What do what?
Plants make.
Huh?
Yeah,
What
what
do
do plants
plants
make during photosynthesis that they use for
I
energy?
can't even see the options.
Carbon dioxide, water, and
He said it's
glucose.
Zoe's turn.
I said you should have listened
Yeah.
to the audio. I'm waiting for your answer.
First one,
What was the first one?
carbon dioxide.
C. Glucose. Correct answer is glucose. Plants produce glucose as their primary source of energy, which they use for growth and metabolism.
What is happening there for the carbon dioxide and everything coming together? They are trying to get glucose.
What is the primary purpose of photosynthesis in plants? Make
Photosynthesis in
food.
plants.
B.
To
To
make
produce
food,
seeds.
to make
Or
seeds,
C.
to absorb water. Dara. Don't tell me something.
So,
What's the
can you say the
answer?
question again, please?
Can you imagine? What is the primary purpose? And this one I'm using your tongue, not even my tongue, but my local tongue. What is the primary purpose of photosynthesis in plants? To make food, to produce seeds, to absorb water.
To absorb water.
Oh wow! I
Water.
can't even believe you answer. You pick that. After all your
The
explanation.
correct answer is to make food. The primary purpose of photosynthesis is to convert light energy into chemical energy in the form of glucose. What is the primary source of energy for photosynthesis?
The primary source of energy,
A.
Dara.
Sunlight. B. Glucose. Or
Air. Sunlight,
Can you give
glucose,
that?
air. What's the answer? I'm ready.
Hello?
What is the primary source of energy for glucose, for photosynthesis rather? Is it sunlight, glucose, or air?
Sunlight.
C. Air. The correct answer is sunlight. Sunlight provides the energy needed for plants to perform photosynthesis. How do plants use the glucose they produce? A. Store it as starch. B. Excrete it as waste. Or C. Release it as oxygen. The correct answer is store it as starch. Plants use some glucose for immediate energy needs and store the rest as starch or use it to build other molecules. What are the products of a photosynthetic reaction? A. Oxygen and glucose. B. Nitrogen and oxygen. Or C. Glucose and water.
Who is answering this one?
Answers.
I didn't get what you said.
Listen, I'll just see. Can you give me the answers?
What are the products of a photosynthetic reaction? A. Product mean result. Oxygen, glucose. B. Nitrogen, oxygen. C. Glucose, water.
Is it glucose water?
The correct answer is oxygen and glucose, the primary products of a photosynthesis reaction. What are the reactants in photosynthesis? A. Carbon dioxide and water. B. Water and oxygen. Or C. Oxygen and glucose. The correct answer is carbon dioxide and water. During photosynthesis, plants absorb carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil. Using sunlight, they convert these reactants into glucose and oxygen. That is all from us. Visit www.tutoringhour.com if you need worksheets to test your knowledge of photosynthesis, and subscribe for more fun quizzes and educational content. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious and keep shining bright like the sun. See you in the next video.
All right. So let's go back to our normal class now. Today we're supposed to be having what? English.
Yes, English.
Okay.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Who is what?
On the
What do we? It's Idris Bag Zoe David.
on the chat.
What do you mean?
Oh gosh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
It's only Idris Bag.
I think that was talking about the
YouTube
YouTube.
Oh, so that's my dad.
Oh my god, never mind. You don't understand, don't.
Let us move on.
Can you close the door, please?
Mute yourself, guys. So today we'll be looking at the figures of speech. What is that name of the book that we used last week? What's the name again?
Dracula.
The name of the book we used.
Dracula.
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 Nothing fiction. Dracula. No!
What?
I did it again.
Please, brother.
I wrote my science in my English.
Please calm down. Ah. Who's that beside me? Is that Zion or Syria? Zion, bro, get out, please.
Oh. No, it's affecting me.
Everything affects you, bro.
And it's literally right in the middle of nowhere.
Can we move on now? So we have figure of speech. Well, we are using Dracula or however Dara and Zoe are pronouncing it.
Dracula.
So I'm still sharing on the YouTube.
Am I sharing it all?
Zion, get out. Uncle,
Yeah.
can you switch off one camera? Thank you. No, switch off one camera, please. Because it's like
It's confusing you, right?
We're still on the line.
what's the topic?
Figure of speech.
I've done this.
This mom got.
His number.
Please mute yourself. Bring mommy back. Mommy is not back. Mute yourself. Can I move on? Now, talking about figure of speech in the same Dracula, we're going to be defining common figure of speech and defining figure of speech in the extract from Dracula and explain. Let me see if I'm not echoing. Okay. And explaining Dara, am I not echoing?
No.
Okay. Identify figure of speech in extract from a curricula and explain how Bram Stoker uses figure of speech or figurative language or what we can call idiomatic expression to create fear, suspense, and vivid imagery. Use of figure of speech in their own descriptive writing. I don't know if I read out Bible, you will love figure of speech so much. I know Zoe love Bible kind of. Zoe, do you like Bible? Or you are now a different person? Huh?
What style of what?
Do you still like your Bible or you've changed?
My Bible.
Do you still like the Bible? Do you still read your Bible? Simple
Yes.
question. Sarah, do you read Bible too? Do you read Bible? You're asking if it's your Bible.
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
I kind of have to.
Yeah. Not
My uncle's a pastor, bro.
Moving on. So, if you read the Bible very well, you must have read the place where Jesus said, bring down this temple, and I'll build it back in 3 days. How many of you have read that place? Kill this temple, I'll build it back in 8 days, in 3 days. Have you read that place before? Anyone?
Yes, me.
Oh, okay. So let's have it. Zoe, what was he talking about?
Huh?
What was Jesus talking about?
Well, wasn't it like when the people were selling the stuff in the
No. He said to them that you guys collapse this temple and I'll build it back. Dara, do you know where? Do you know what it was?
I know what you mean. I don't know what he actually meant.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to remember.
okay, let's go on. He was actually talking about his body, that he would die. That is the body that he was referring to at the temple that will be brought down, that will be collapsed, that will be destroyed. He was figuratively speaking about his body. He was idiomatically speaking about his body, about his death, and about his resurrection. If you read the Bible very well, you will see that most of the times, especially Proverbs, Psalms, there's a lot use
Is
of
Uncle?
yes.
Is it the one that he was like talking about? Is it the temple of his body? Or?
Yeah, he's talking about himself, not a particular. Yeah, he's talking about the body of himself, that he would die. So people did not get it.
John chapter 2, verse 21.
Oh, good one. No, not John chapter 2.
Yeah.
Not John chapter 2.
It said, that's what it says in my Bible.
That what?
About the temple of his body, about his resurrection and everything.
John chapter what?
John 2, verse 21.
John. I'm coming. 1 minute. You know, we are talking about figure of speech here. We are not really talking about the Bible, but I should understand. I'm coming. Just hold on. John chapter 2, verse 21. What does it say? John chapter 2. All right, let's move on. One of our resources to explain what happened. Network. To explain what we call we call figure of speech. And most of this time, when Jesus' words, expression, statements were misinterpreted. It wasn't because those people don't understand English. It wasn't because those people are not in speech. It's because they don't understand simple figure of speech. You know, they wanted to even study, they said, the temple that Solomon built for how many years? You want to build in 3 days? Isn't that lunatic? Isn't that crazy? Is that foolishness? Is that absurd? Because he was speaking metaphorically, figuratively. So we are now looking at the word figure of speech. What does it mean? A figure of speech or figures of speech are language techniques that makes writing more vivid. The word vivid means clear, imaginative.
Uncle,
Again,
Uncle, do we have like a classroom? Do we have like a file to see what it means?
come again, come again.
Do we have do we have like a link on the classroom to see what you're saying of figure of speech? Bro?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the classroom.
Okay, let me check.
One.
You were saying something. Do we our what again?
I was asking if we have like a
She's asking for the slide.
the link, yeah, like the slide to see like
It's
what
not-
you're saying. Is it?
I'm able to stay on the screen.
I do, but it keeps going out of line.
Okay, okay. So let's use
I
your.
don't see
I'm
it.
sending it to your classroom too. That's why we have many options.
Okay.
Because so I didn't even want to send this. I think I don't know if I sent this. I sent it.
No,
Check
no,
your
You didn't.
send this. Because of the fluctuation of the network now. Let me remove the air. 1 minute, I'll be done.
Yeah.
There's a part of it as question, and I put the answer there for the next slide. So let me. How many minutes? I said 1 minute. Somebody is.
That's right.
What do we call it again? Figure of speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you have done part of speech before, right? Totally different from what we
Yes,
call
it's like
figure.
primary.
Figure. Okay, figure of speech is
I
different
didn't
from
get that.
part of speech.
Yeah, I did that in primary.
In primary, you'll be doing it forever. You'll do it in SS classes. So you do it in your year 10, your year 11, and your 12. You can't stop doing it. You keep on doing it. English, that's why people don't regard English, because they always see what they have been seeing before. And they feel like English is that simple. It's the most difficult subject. It's more difficult than
Maths is
again.
maths is harder.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Ends up, I
Because
believe
there's
you.
more than one way to do something. But English is straightforward. There's only
That is why math is even
But
better.
in math, there's multiple answers.
No.
There's multiple ways to put your answers.
But you see, I read at your answer.
Simplify it. You have to do that. Like,
Yeah. But
Okay.
in English, there's only one
I believe
answer.
you because it's coming from you. You don't like practicing mathematics, so I will believe that is true according to your own instincts, opinion. I'm not dragging that with you. But if I ask you any question in English, if you don't know, you don't know. Unlike mathematics, you still take some steps, like I explained to you before, and you still get some answers or some mark. You know, I marked mathematics in a one big school like that, like very big school. And most of them failed the final answer, but they got about 4 steps. So the final answer is just half a mark. Imagine me asking you, define pandemonium. Dara, what is pandemonium?
huh?
Or
Please
Zoe?
rephrase that.
Huh?
Please rephrase that.
What is
I
it?
don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know and you don't know. 0 mark.
Sorry about that.
But if I ask you, convert 112 to base 10. Do you know that taking 1 step, 2 step, and still getting it wrong, you will still be awarded some marks? That is mathematics for you. The only problem is not having the interest. But let us just move on. Let's move on. I've sent that into your classroom now. You will see it as a figure of speech. Dracula figure of speech. And writing techniques, it's effective. So let's move on to the types of figure of speech we have. We have simile, very common. You do it in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Simile is we are comparing two things. You are comparing two different things using like or as. You are comparing two different things, but you are using like or as. David is as bold as a lion. Our Bible scholar, Bible is that. The righteous is as bold as lion. Should I help you? Proverb. So, chapter what? Don't worry. I know if you want to figure it out, you figure it out. And Zoe does not read Bible that much again.
Huh?
She does sports now. And it is well.
That's not true.
Okay, the righteous is as bold as a lion. This is what book of the Bible? Proverb. Chapter what? You guys should find out. It's a common.
Chapter 12.
No, you guys should just find out. You know, it's not by guessing. Now, can we move on? That is a figure of speech. I'm just giving you a verse of the Bible, 19 now. It says the righteous is as bold as a lion. The righteous is not a lion. There are two different things, but there's something similar, the boldness. So in this figure of speech, we are comparing the righteous to a lion. So this is called simile. I know you have many in your head. You have as black as charcoal. That want to give us one?
I've got it. I've got the verse.
Again?
It's Proverbs 28. Zoe, we did this in church, bro. It's Proverbs 28, verse 1.
Proverbs 28.
1.
Chapter 28, verse 1.
Yeah.
Proverbs 28. I'm coming. Proverb. I'm coming now. Can you say you guys? Yeah, so okay.
We're talking about God and you're saying it.
Can you imagine? Verse number 2. The Bible says, the righteous is a lion. The righteous is a lion. Get a different thing. The Bible, you are reading, the righteous is as bold as a lion. We said that was link up. That was being compared using like or as. But this time around, we are saying the righteous is a lion. So what's the difference? The difference is that one uses is or like, and the other is not using is not using as. And that second one is called a metaphor. The second one is called a metaphor.
A metaphor is like and as.
No.
A
simile is
metaphor.
Like as a metaphor is describing something as.
Going out.
No. Without using like or as. Yes. That is, you can see that in your note already. So that will help us to move fast down to the dramatic one, personification. If you look at that word, you will see the word person. Please, I will love that we understand anything you want to do, even out of the context of what you're doing. For instance, I'm defining personification. I will look at the word person. Oh, if somebody is defining personification without anything that has to do with a person there, I will not believe the definition. So what is personification? You are giving a person's quality to animal or object. In a formal way, we say giving human quality, that are focus, giving human qualities to animals or objects. Giving human qualities to animals or what? Objects. What are we talking about? We are talking about personification. You are something that is not a person. You are making it look like a person. The day I visited Zoe, I was told to sleep in Zion's house. As I was sleeping, they turned on the fan and it was singing. The fan was what? Singing. So can you see that it's human, it's people that sing. But now I'm saying this fan was what? Singing. Which way you know that the fan cannot sing? Maybe the fan in Zion's class, in Zion's room, is making some kind of sound. And I want to lay emphasis on that kind of sound that it was making. Maybe it was just the gang, 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 gang. So I want to express it. I want to lay emphasis on it. I can simply say, and I said, the fan was singing. That is making a fan, giving the quality of human to a fan. So that is, I've personalized it. I've made it look like a person. I personified it. So when you are personifying something, you are making it look like an animal, or you're making it look like a person or human beings. So look at the examples we have there. Is from your Dracula. For number one, you have the moon shone like a silver lantern. The moon shone like a silver lantern. What does that seem to mean? You are comparing the moon and you are comparing it to something like a silver lantern. The shininess, how it shines, it's not like they are the same. Dracula move, I don't know, I think Dara loves that book so much. He can even tell us the whole of the book offhand, right?
What book? What book?
What was that? Say, sorry, Zoe. Zoe loved the book so much. I wanted to say because she was one shouting Dracula, Dracula last week. Dracula, Dracula. And so you should be able to tell us the whole of the novel from it offhand. Am I correct?
Maybe.
Perhaps, okay. So Dracula moved like a shadow across the room. Dracula moved like a shadow across the moon. So the movement of Dracula is being compared to that of a shadow using like. You are busy doing nonsense, using nonsense pictures. When I'm busy teaching here, you are not giving me 100% focus, concentration. Continue.
Me?
I will email your parents. Both of you. One is using octopus, one is using one fake Bob.
Uncle,
And
I'm
then
writing down notes.
I'm
writing down notes of what you're saying.
Okay, continue. So what is that doing? The effect is that it creates, you can see, clear mental picture. It creates clear mental picture and strengthen your description. So don't forget, we are learning this because we are going to practicalize it. We are going to implement it. So all these things create. So metaphor now, like I explained, don't forget that we are using the Bible when we started. So Dracula was a creature of darkness. We are not liking it. We are not using us. We are directing it. Dracula was a creature of darkness. Imagine the description, how descriptive that is. So fear was a prison that trapped Jonathan Acker. You know what the prison looked like? It's always a four-room thing, four corner room kind of. So somebody now saying fear was a prison that trapped Jonathan Acker. So now that is what a metaphor, and it will look more descriptive. It will sound more explanatory. So we must learn that part of English language or English studies, figure of speech is so good. Something that we know how to use. Your writing, your poem, even in poetry. I don't know if you do poetry. Your poetry will look so fascinating, interesting when it comes to reading it. So metaphor, you are comparing two things without using like, okay, without using like and I said David as bold as a lion. A metaphor, Dara, it will be what? David is as bold as a lion. That is a simile. What will it be a metaphor?
A metaphor. Um, David. David is very bold.
Huh?
No, that is English. That is
What?
not metaphor. Zoe, can you help us?
Oh, David.
David is a lion.
Simple. David is a lion. And someone who doesn't understand figure of speech will be looking at Daga, what are you saying? Or Zoe, what are you saying? How can you say David is a lion? But you that who understands the figure of speech will know that, oh, you're talking about maybe David can devour things, David can be so bold, or David is so confident in himself or something. There must be aspects of this iron or sorry, lion, the character of this lion that the person was trying to describe David with, to use to describe David. So if I want to say, don't know who is gentle, Zoe or Dara, who is gentle? None. None is gentle. So can you say they are not talking?
Huh?
Who is gentle here? Dara or Zoe?
I'm more gentle than Dara.
Okay, you can argue that. So let me use someone.
No, we can't.
What is Dara's baby's name?
I'm more gentle.
What is Dara's baby's name?
Bola.
what?
Fola is as gentle as what? Give us another word to complete that.
Bola is not gentle.
Bola broke the TV.
He broke the TV twice. He's not gentle.
Okay, let us look for a name that we don't know.
Re-Ray.
Riri is gentle.
Yeah.
What do you call the name again?
Riri.
Wire. Wire is that a Yoruba name?
Yes.
Yes.
His full name is Anriri Oluwa.
That means you are not pronouncing it well. Say it again.
Re-Ray.
Anriri Oluwa.
There's something you're not pronouncing well. You are pronouncing it as English. So I'm not really getting what you are actually saying. What is actually saying. So maybe you are saying Riri.
That's the comment.
Maybe you're trying to say Riri. See, you cannot. It's like saying Dara now. I'm now saying Dara. I've changed the meaning. It will not make that. It will not give that meaning again. You can't fortify it. So, Mark, let's go on. So, we can say Riri is as gentle as a dove. So, someone who does not understand metaphor and is hearing the word, is hearing that statement from you and say,
Uncle,
yes.
there's an echo going on somewhere.
Oh, it's from here. Let me do this.
It's stopped now.
Can you see anything? Any echo again?
No.
No. So somebody hearing from you saying, Riri is a dove. You just like, I can't even compare my brother, my sister to a dove. I cannot take that from you. Riri is a dove. How can I be calling my brother a dove, my sister a dove, my uncle is a dove? Not knowing that it's talking about how gentle Riri is. The person does not even mean anything than a good Riri, gentility can be compared to that of real gentleness can be compared to that of a dove. So understanding metaphor makes our writing, more pictorial in the person's mind that, oh, this is what the person is actually the spitting, actually making known. It's
Just
actually,
by the name.
he said, is there physically
It
online.
was
I said the word personify means to do what? Dara. Personify means to do what?
So what? Pardon.
Personify.
Personify.
Yes.
That's the same. Does it? I forgot what it meant.
Put it in a verb. Personify it. That's what would that mean?
to make it personal, to make it like you talk about yourself.
Me.
When I say personify it, make it look like that of human. Give it human quality. Personify it. If I'm personifying something, you know what you call animates? You are animating something in coding, in Crack. How many of you do coding? I use Scratch and all of those things.
No,
No.
You don't do coding.
we do ICT.
Yeah, we do ICT.
You do ICT. When you do ICT, do you do coding under ICT? Something like that, like animation?
No, I don't.
That's here in year 10 for me.
That what?
We're gonna do that
That's
in
in
year
year
10.
10 for me.
Okay. So there are always animation. Animation means that this thing now is just a picture, for instance. You're now making it making it
Oh,
green
like
boxing,
scratch.
like Scratch. So you are that is you are animating. So this thing happens to this personifying. When you are personifying something, you are making that thing, you are giving that thing human quality. For instance, now you put a picture, making it to talk. That's animation. When it comes to grammar, when you are giving an attribute, a character, label it again. Attributes, label it again. I'm talking to you, Zoe. Label it again. You are giving attributes. Write it down.
Oh,
Attributes, character of human beings. You are giving the attributes of human being, the characters of human being to non-living. That is the full meaning of personification. Giving the attributes, the characters of human being to what? Inanimate. You can call them inanimate, you can call them objects, to non-living. That is what personification. As I woke up this morning, I saw the sun smiling at me. Which sun is smiling at you? You start asking that kind of question. But the person is saying that it was a very bright day. Imagine you trying to write, and you're not just starting like on a very bright day. Instead of saying on a very bright day, actually it was a day that the sun was smiling. Can you imagine what has changed? It makes your write-up more interesting, fascinating, innovative, and it makes you more creative. It was actually a day the sun was smiling. When I got there at first, to my surprise, I saw the grasses bowing down to me. Grasses bowing their heads to you. The person reading or trying to score your write-up, we get more interested. Like we want to know, want to decode what you actually mean. The person know that there are no grasses here, but we want to figure it out what they're actually talking about. So when it comes to metaphor, it makes your descriptives more powerful and symbolic. But when it comes to personification, it makes your what you are describing frightening, scaring, and mysterious. How can the sun smile? You know, the person will start thinking, I can be, I can fan be singing. Like I said, I slept in Zion's room, and when they turn on the fan was singing. If you are the one reading that right up, what would you feel? You feel like, which fan is singing again? What kind of song is the song singing? You start imagining in your mind. And because of that imagination, or what you are trying to figure out, you continue reading, you stick to the write up. So, that being said, when you hear the word figure of speech, you know that we are talking about a lot of them. There are about 13 I should explain to you. About 13 I should be explaining to you. But we can, for us to really understand them, we have to go bit by bit, one after the other. So but when I say, oh, you fully understood figure of speech, that is when you have actually done about the 13 or 15 of them. And you can boldly say, oh, give me any question on figure of speech, be it onomatopoeia, alliteration, whatever, and you are going to do what? You are going to answer accurately. So, but for now, let us have this one. Dudu, are you here? Are you doing something else? Dara.
I'm here.
Me?
Okay. So can you help us, Zoe, open to your, okay, there won't be need for that. Don't worry, don't worry. Just give us, apart
You
from the
said don't.
Dracula, just give us any example from your head, Zoe, of a simile. A simile.
She shines bright like a diamond.
Good, good one. I was thinking that we give it to you. Good one. That was a nice one. Mental for now, Dara. Mental for.
Um, uh, my house is big.
Again,
My uh, my house is a castle.
my house is a castle. I mean, now he said,
Yes.
yes.
Is that a metaphor?
Yeah, because I didn't.
Because your house could literally be a castle. Wouldn't
It's supposed to be, if you are, look like me, look at it like this. For instance, I'm always afraid to go home as a kid because I have a very stubborn dad. Listen to me, I'm writing a story. Are you listening to me, Dara? Because I have a very wicked dad. So if I want to explain to my friends, I have a friend like, okay, we are not talking. Oh, no, you can't try that in my place. My house is actually a lion's den. My house is a lion den.
Oh,
So give me an example, something that's really, really, sound metaphoric.
oh, okay. Um, the baby, the baby was lit. The baby was a lion.
The baby. Okay. I would like a better example. You have not given a satisfying answer. All your answers are not
Um,
incorrect. They are not incorrect, but I want a satisfying answer.
the castle was comfortable.
Again,
Um, uh,
Toby's house is a prison. And then we can't go
oh, you
there.
want something like that? Oh, okay. My, oh, my house, my house is dangerous.
Again,
Uh, um, um,
see,
Joshua's,
it doesn't have to be
Joshua's house is a tomb.
a what? A tomb. Correct. I'm happy with that. Let's move to number 3 now. Dara, give us that. Let's start with Zoe now. Zoe, give us one example of a personification. Dara, you give us an example of a personification too. Think of
She
it.
didn't, Zoe didn't give any,
Zoe gave us simile.
yeah, and I gave metaphor, then she's gonna give personification.
Yes.
I give
You are gonna give. She's gonna give personification. You are gonna give personification too. You're gonna stop there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting, Zoe.
The wind whispered gently.
I love that. The wind whispered to me.
The the fear swallowed the world.
Again?
The fear swallowed my heart.
Okay. Number 1 now. Look at number 1 question there. In what I sent to you. His eyes, okay, the wind whispered through the trees. I think that was where Dara copied his whispering from. The wind,
That was Zoe.
Zoe rather, Zoe.
Huh?
I'm always, that was Zoe.
I didn't copy it.
I didn't say you copy actually. I said maybe. under probability. Now, question number 1 says the wind whispered through the trees. So, what kind of figure of speech is that? Dara, what was your answer? Dara.
Multiplication.
Correct. His eyes burned like fire. Zoe, his eyes burned like fire.
Similarly.
Similarly, fear wrapped its icy finger around Jonathan. Fear wrapped its icy finger around Jonathan.